All right, welcome back to my channel, everybody. Of course, in this video, we're going to talk about Conor McGregor. I didn't want to do it, but listen, if you just type in MMA, you look at anything to do with MMA news, that's all that is coming up. Conor McGregor is everywhere. He's been up to his old tricks, so we're going to talk about it. But before we do, I want to tell you that this video is sponsored by IPVanish. IPVanish is an app that allows you to browse the internet safely. Now listen, luckily for me, I can handle myself physically, okay? So when I'm walking around the streets, I haven't got to worry about people messing with me. But online, that is not the case, right? I can't use my martial arts skills to go up against hackers, internet censors, providers, slowing down my internet connection, or marketers which are trying to spy on my every single move. So that is why I recommend IPVanish. The IPVanish app allows me to safely browse the internet, and I am fully encrypted, so I'm protected from hackers, and I have unrestricted access to everything on the web. So right now, go to the link on the screen or click on the link in the episode description for more information on how IPVanish can keep you safe when you're online. Okay, now, as I said, Conor McGregor has been up to his old tricks again. And what do I mean by that? Well, you know, it seems to be another week, another scandal with Conor McGregor. I'm not here to shit on Conor. I'm really not. Even though, we went back and forth recently in the media, a couple of little stabs here and there. I've got nothing against the guy. And a lot of people also say that I'm jealous of Conor. Before I get into all this, I've never been jealous of another man on planet Earth. Okay, I'm a very happy man. I've had a great career. I've got money in the bank. I've got a great post-fight career. I've got a beautiful wife. I've got 3 amazing children. Life is very good for me. Thank you very much. So I am not jealous of a little 5'9" guy. Okay, no offense to all you 5'9ers out there. Talking about you, Brantendo. Anyway, so listen, where do we start? I guess we'll start at the beginning, right? As I said, I wasn't going to do this video, but it's everywhere. Okay, so he's in Italy. Apparently took his kid to get christened at the Vatican. Okay, which again, ballsy move. That's pretty gangster, pretty badass. I mean, most people go to the little local parish, but he goes to the Vatican. That is Conor McGregor, of course. Hey, smart, love it, it's great. Fucking Vatican's beautiful. I've been there myself, had a private tour. What a place that is. And I can only imagine getting your family christened there. I mean, that really is like something from a movie. Incredible. All right, so he goes to the Vatican. He has the christening. That's all well and good. That sounds beautiful. I mean, that really is like something out of a movie. But then, of course, they go and party that night, okay? Which he's allowed to. He's on holiday. He's got tons of money. He's got carers. He's got people. He's got his family there. So no doubt they took the family. I don't know about any of that. All I fucking know is later on that night, he's in a nightclub with this guy, Francesco Fakinetti. Okay, Fakinetti, right? Who's apparently a DJ. Never heard of him, right? And who knows, maybe shit. Maybe that's why Conor punched him in the face, right? There's been many DJs when I've been out and about and I've wanted to punch him square in the fucking jaw because their playlist or their music selection is crap. Maybe that's why. Who knows? But apparently what happened was, and according to Yahoo Sports, according to MMA Junkie, according to the millions of press outlets around the world, and we have first-hand witnesses here, They're sitting around, they've been hanging out for hours, they're having a good time, and then apparently Fakinetti, right? Is it Fakinetti or Fascinetti? I don't know. One of them invited the other one somewhere. I think it was Conor, according to this. Conor says, come on, right, let's go over here. Let's go to this party here. And Fakinetti says, oh, okay, I would like to go. Sorry, no more bad accents. And Fakinetti says, okay, let's go. And then apparently, according to the story, bang, punches him out the blue. Apparently, he was very close to him, so he didn't have time to wind up, and he punched him in the face. Now, after that, Fakinetti, right, which is doing my fucking editing, having to say that, but Francesco Fakinetti did a video, and he's pulling his little lip down, bless him, okay, right, and he's showing these injuries that, I'll be honest, I couldn't really see anything. And he's also claiming that he got a broken nose, okay. Did it look like he had a broken nose? If you have a broken nose, you have 2 black eyes that accompany it, or it's bent to the side. You can see it. I mean, look at Mike Perry versus Vicente Luque. That's a fucking broken nose. Francisco Fakinetti, I think you're full of shit on that one, okay? But he did have cuts and whatnot, and his wife said also that apparently, Conor was losing his mind, and Conor's security and his friends or whoever was with him was holding him up against the wall, and Conor was trying to get at him and all the rest of it. So I'm not saying that some incident didn't happen, and we all know that that's... Conor's a little reckless these days, isn't he? He's very, very unpredictable. Just a few weeks ago, we saw him at the VMAs, right? He was trying to have a go with Machine Gun Kelly, right? Not exactly tough competition now. He's throwing drinks around and waving his cane and scaring everybody. And then wasn't long ago, we know about what happened in the bar with the old guy that didn't want to drink his whiskey. He punched him from behind. So the reason I'm bringing these up is because we've got no reason to disbelieve what this lady's saying and what Francisco Fakinetti, I just like saying that, what Fakinetti is saying, okay? Because he's got form, he's done it before, right? But what is going on? What is going on? Why is he doing this? I don't know. I don't have a personal relationship with the guy. But from the outside, it seems like he's got all the money in the world. He's got all the fame in the world, right? He's got everything he ever wanted, right? And it seems like he needs some people around him to tell him no, right? Because he's going around, he's being unchallenged. He's getting away with it every single time, right? And if you're getting away with it, well, why are you going to change your ways? It's only when you get held accountable that you decide to say, okay, I've got to stop doing this. I've got to make some changes in my life. Listen, I'm assuming there was a lot of drink involved. I don't know that for a fact, but one would assume it was 2:30 a.m., right? It's the middle of the night, it's the early hours of the morning. We've all done stupid stuff when we're drunk, you know what I mean? But again, Francisco Fakinetti is the victim here. And he said he's got to sue Conor. Now, I do find it a little weird that he's not talking about the police and he's going straight to the suing thing. The reality is Conor does love to talk about his money and how much of it he has. And he has got a tremendous amount of money. And in this day and age, people do sue you. They want to take that money from you. I've been a victim of it in the past. I'm not saying Conor's a victim here. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the guy clearly has one thing on his mind, and that is Conor's money. But listen, the guy assaulted him. So fair enough. You make your bed, you got to lie in it. Simple as that. But at some point, Conor's got to get his shit together, man. Because this is going to end badly one day. You need people around you that are going to tell you no. You need people that are going to hold you accountable. You need people that are going to say, listen, Conor, what the fuck, man? Seems like a long time ago he was the double champ of the world, right? I was a fan of that guy. I'm not a fan of this guy. I don't think anyone's a fan of this guy. And I think that soon he's going to run out of steam. The train is going to run out of steam. You know what I mean? It can't continue like this. And one day he's going to fucking pick on the wrong person. And by the way, the old guy at the bar, Machine Gun Kelly, Francisco Fakinetti, right? These aren't tough guys, are they? Right? I'm not trying to sound tough myself, but he's not starting on me. He's not the guys that he's starting fights with, aren't 6'5", covered in tattoos and on steroids, are they? No, Francisco Fakinetti looks like he couldn't punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Machine Gun Kelly, right, looks like the biggest bloody wimp you've ever seen in your life. And the old guy at the bar is an old guy at the bar. Do you know what I mean? If he's truly this much of a badass, then go out there and fucking pick on someone not your own size, because, someone your own size isn't very hard, is it? But pick on someone that can fight. You're a professional fighter. You're a professional fighter. You're supposed to be looking for challenges. But what he's essentially turned into right now is a bully. No one likes a bully. Nobody likes a bully. Yeah, it's sad. I'm not here to shit on him. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just talking about current events in the mixed martial arts space, right? And Conor McGregor goes out there and punches Francisco Fakinetti in the Fakinetti. Then we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. I guess we'll see what happens from here. I'm not sure where this is going to go. I'm not sure if this guy's going to get any money out of Conor. Sounds like there was no camera footage. Otherwise, we'd see it. I think it would already be out there. Apparently, the security guards turned the lights off. Apparently, Fakinetti his girlfriend turned the lights on and the guards turned the lights off. That's obvious because they don't want anyone filming, so that was smart of his security team there to do that. No mention of the police again. If there was, I don't think it would go very far anyway, Yeah, look, listen, Conor's going through a tough time as well. Let's remember this. As I say, I'm not here just to shit all over him. I'm talking about current events in the MMA space, and Conor McGregor's out there punching Francisco Fakinetti in the Fakinetti. So I'm going to talk about it. Let's remember, though, he did just break his leg, right? So the guy's going through a lot of stuff. And I would assume, and I said this on my other podcast, I said that, he's probably on a lot of pain medication. And I've been there myself, and it does make you erratic. And I'm in no way, shape or form making excuses for him. Because regardless of whatever kind of substance it is, whether it's pain medication, alcohol, whatever, right? You're ultimately responsible. And if you are like that, and when I say like that, I mean erratic. Because I've been like that. I had to take Percocet for years because of my knees. I've got total knee replacements. But before I got to that point, I had many, many operations. And I know it messes with your mind and it can make you erratic. And Callum, my son, Callum's the most laid-back person ever, right? He really is. But I had an operation and he had an operation at the same time. And we were sat at the kitchen table and we were arguing with one another over nothing. It's because we were both on pain pills, do you know what I mean? And we were getting a little erratic and a little angry and a little tetchy, you know? So I think if Conor is putting himself out there in these situations and he's on the pain pills and there's a little alcohol thrown in the mix, it's not good, do you know what I mean? And then unfortunately we're seeing scenes like this. The guy needs some help, I would say. I would say the guy needs some help. You know, he needs people around him to pull him to one side and have a word. I would say go speak to a professional. I think maybe some anger management, you know. Far be it for me to say, but I'm just saying what I see. Anger management, maybe a psychiatrist, because it isn't going to end well. What happens if he punches Francisco Fakinetti and he goes down and he cracks his fucking head, right? And he dies. And then Conor's locked up, or someone gets seriously hurt. Do you know what I mean? And it's all a bit of madness, a bit of fun and games, a little few drinks, but he got a little far-fetched and out of control and someone fucking dies or someone hurts themselves. You know what I mean? Because that's where this shit can go. Or fucking Francisco Fakinetti is tied to the Italian mob. Do you know what I mean? He gets a fucking bullet in his head. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of different ways this could go. What I'm saying is no one wants to see this. The version of Conor McGregor that people like is the one that's in the octagon beating people up, right? Not this guy. As I say, he's broken his leg. He's got enough to deal with there. I'm curious to see how all this is going to play out. I don't think there's going to be any legal ramifications from what I've seen. Does it even seem like they're going for that? In terms of a lawsuit, that's going to be hard because he's an international guy. He's Irish for one, so good luck serving him with the papers. But I don't know enough about international law in that regard. But I do know you have to serve him with papers, and that's going to be hard. You know what I mean? So I don't really think much is going to happen. Francisco Fakinetti is I don't think he's going to get much. I don't think he's going to get compensation. I don't think he's going to get any money out of Conor. And Conor's going to probably carry on doing the same old shit. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a retired, washed up bum with one eye. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor. Click subscribe down below. Be sure to ring the bell, and I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Take care.